Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading with me. We're going to dive in, see what's going on for you guys for the week ahead. All right, my gorgeous angels. Now, I have my computer system over here, which is different because I'm having technical issues. And is that not on brand from Mercury retrograde? It's kicking in for me. But anyway, we're just going to dive in. But if I'm looking over here, I really am just double checking to make sure this content and this file is not being corrupted, because that's what it keeps doing. Anyways, my gorgeous angels, so I actually did do a little bit of a pre-pull. I felt called this week to pull out some cards for you guys to get an overall energy. And what was interesting was I got the phrase the man and the idea, almost like it was a chapter of a book. So I guess in this chapter, in this week ahead, this is about you and an idea, right? It could also be a friend or someone coming in with a really good idea that's going to come and bring you maybe some success with that idea. Maybe it means that it's going to give you a spark of energy to get motivated, to get clear on your career goals or your passions and all that kind of stuff as well. But it all starts with an idea, right? It all starts with you and an idea. Now, the next thing is I pulled out an oracle for you and you guys got co-create. And I love this card so freaking much because I always say, I feel when I come into this card, I feel like I walked in on you and spirit having a conversation about what you want to bring to life. If I was going to relate this card to the Two of Wands, for example, it would be a bit like you thinking about where you want to go next, right? Where do you want to expand into? So you are going to be thinking about your future this week. And the good thing is Spirit has got your back. You are in collaboration with the universe at this time, right? During this week. So use that to your advantage. Spirit is listening. So get clear, right? Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities that show up around you, because that's Spirit's way of collaborating with you. And of course, bringing it to life. So the first thing I'll say for you guys during this week is to get clear on your goals. The second thing, and actually maybe one of the most important, is also become the person who has it already, or at least make sure that you are in alignment to what you want to bring to life, because it will be a reflection of yourself. So as you can see here, there is an egg and it has that cheetah imprint on it, right? Just like who you are. You're this cheetah or leopard, or cheetah. So the egg is going to resemble you. It's going to show up as you. So whatever you're bringing to life, it is going to be a reflection of yourself. So make sure you are embodying the person that you want to become for the future that you desire. Okay, so get clear what it is you want, become it. All right, become it. Become the person who has it already. If it's a relationship, well, how do you want to show up in that relationship, right? Stop becoming that now. If it's a business, well, okay, how do you envision yourself when you have that business, when you have that success, when you have that windfall of money, whatever it is that you guys are dreaming for? What do you feel like? What do you look like? How do you act in that scenario? And start becoming that now. Okay, so really good time to really address your habits and all that good stuff. Right, I then pulled out another card for you, which says great happiness, and it's another little theme or little message for you guys this week. So Spirit is saying this is about great happiness, and I'm just hearing the harp in my head, and it kind of feels a bit magical too, right? All right, I'm gonna dive into your messages then. Let's dive into the tarot. All right, my gorgeous Aries. Let's see. Overall energy of the week for Aries. What is it? Empress. I feel like that is that embodiment that we're speaking about, right? The Empress is all about knowing your worth, knowing your value. All right, it's about holding yourself to high regards, right? It's about knowing, again, what you're worth. It's also about trusting in Spirit to give to you what it is that you're desiring too, because you simply are that energy. You know what you bring to the world. You know what you bring, you know what you bring to the world. So this is, again, kind of this energy of you showing up as that version of yourself. So she is about abundance. She is about attracting or not chasing. Let's see another energy for the week. And the Two of Wands. So this is literally the co-create card. So they just want to knuckle down in this message for you guys that it is about you attracting what it is that you desire by becoming it, right? The Empress eludes the energy of things that she desires. She eludes, and am I using the word exudes? I don't know. What I'm trying to say is she is oozing in the energy of abundance, and therefore of course it's going to come into her life, right? It's just this energy of becoming, right, and feeling your way through it, not just thinking. Two of Wands, of course, is again what I was saying about you and Ace of Swords, you getting clear on your dreams and goals. So I might just repeat myself here, guys. Two of Wands again is saying that you have accomplished a lot already, right? You're already sitting in a tower, something you've already built. However, you're thinking about more, and you do need to think about more too, right? It's always good to grow in life, as long as we're not coming from a perspective of lack. Okay, that's very important. We're coming from the perspective of fulfillment and pride, being proud of what you built already and knowing, okay, what's the next step? Okay, and again, spirit is here with you. Okay, let's get some more messages. I almost want to show you the cards on a table, but I know the camera is just going to mess up, and I don't want it to mess up the file, so you just have to stick with looking at me. All right, what's the blockages coming up or challenges for the week? Six of Wands. Okay. Three of Pentacles. So whenever good cards come up in your challenge position, it's not really a bad thing, right? The Ten of Cups being here, which is about great happiness. So again, you're just having these gorgeous messages coming up for you guys, that there's a lot of emotional fulfillment coming up for you. And actually, especially in terms of love, by the way. So if you have been struggling there a little bit, been feeling a bit emotionally blocked, a bit disappointed in your relationships, that's changing this week, because the Lovers, Queen of Cups, Ten of Cups really is this sweet, sweet, sweetness. All right. So if you're single, then I see that maybe you're planning your future when it comes down to relationships, right? What do you want? Some of you will or already are starting a family. So I just feel like love feels really good moving forward for you. All right. Especially if you've been a bit blocked off there. Some of you may want to be a mother in the future, with the Empress being here in the Two of Wands. Anyways, going into your challenge, the Six of Wands being here can sometimes be as a challenge, is that maybe you guys are not confident enough, right? Maybe it is again about really singing your own praises a little bit this week, because the Six of Wands suggests that you've already overcome some battles and that you are going to have success, right? Your challenge being success is not a bad challenge to have, but maybe it's how you manage success, or how you deal with it, or how you embrace it, or whether you embrace it at all. Okay, so Six of Wands is also about confidence too. Can you put yourself up on a high horse? Can you be a leader? Because in this card as well, people are following the Six of Wands as inspiration. So for a lot of you guys, I wonder if embracing yourself as inspiration is a challenge this week, accepting that you already are successful and you have more success coming your way, as long as you're embodying whatever it is that you're wanting to attract. Three of Pentacles is an interesting one, because it is great for building, right? Your challenge this week is maybe you're in the beginning stages of something during this time and you're not feeling super stable with it, or maybe you're afraid to put it out there, like whether it's a project, a plan, an idea, like we've been talking about in your pre-shuffle. Now the Three of Pentacles as a challenge can sometimes also be feedback. Might be a bit challenging for you to accept, and maybe there's some people who have some opinions that you just don't really share, or maybe you're struggling right now to collaborate with others, right? Maybe you're struggling a little bit with the plan and feeling successful with the plan. So if you do need to go back over anything, then that's fine too. But again, Spirit's really saying, get clear on what you want and start to embody it, right? Start to visualize it a lot more. Maybe take some time during your day to really sit with yourself and meditate on it, right? To visualize it. All right, what else? What's the advice that you have for Aries this week? The Moon, so it is about managing your feelings and emotions. Advice for Aries. Some of you are struggling with your heart space. I want to dive in a bit more to why, but you have the Moon here, which is of course about our deeper fears. I always say that this is my card of like the shadow side. It is that element of deep feelings, you know, the ones that we deal with inside, the ones that really take us over sometimes, right? It's also a card about what's hidden from us, which can be subconscious mind, or again, our own inner secrets, things that we don't always show the world. This is what you're struggling with internally. Five of Wands and the Three of Swords, again, could be this inner conflict with heartache and pain, or again, some of you are struggling with conflict with others at this time, and that might be really getting to you emotionally. So I'm just going to clarify this energy. Why is the Moon here as an advice card? It, of course, is suggesting for you to start opening up this area so you can process your feelings and emotions, because the Four of Pentacles being here is a bit of advice about no longer holding on to certain things, whether that be grudges or resentment, right? And also no longer holding back these feelings, right? Don't let this fester within you. You don't need to suffer in silence or suffer alone. Four of Pentacles is asking for you to surrender a little bit, to let go, to loosen up a little bit, to drop any stubbornness, because the Wheel of Fortune and the Wild card both suggest that things are changing in your life. Okay, and that the Wild again is about ending cycles and beginning new ones. So for some of you, this could be past events that have happened that you've been unable to let go of or address. It could be things that are holding you back, right? Again, subconscious fears over here as well. That might be stopping you from, going even further in your life to build even more of that empire or stability, whatever it might be. So what exactly is the Three of Swords for Aries? The Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be a little bit of pain around money or opportunities, a stability in your life. Maybe you guys don't feel stable right now in your life, and that is hurting you, right? This could be in your relationships. It could be in your career, wherever it is. I'm just going to speak generally because it is a general reading, and I want you to apply it where it feels like it resonates, because there is pain, and it is, again, in regards to stability or opportunity or lack thereof. One more for the Three of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. So you're working hard. Now, the good news is the Eight of Pentacles does suggest that you will get what it is that you're putting out into the world. So is this element that you are going to see success, but maybe it's not coming in right now, right? Maybe there is still some work to do, again, on yourself or in your career, in your finances. There is still some work to do, and it will pay off for you. It's kind of the thing where things don't seem to happen so easily, whereas you might be seeing it happen for everyone else so easily. It's like, why do I have to work so hard when other people are just getting things, getting love or just stumbling into opportunities? It's like, I feel like you feel there's a little bit of unfairness there, and I think that's hurting you. But in this case, you are going to get what it is that you desire, whether it be opportunity, whether it be an opportunity. Did I just say that? Whether it be an opportunity, whether it be stability, whether it be finances coming your way, whether it be, again, a stable relationship being offered to you, it is going to come through. But during this week, Spirit really wants you to focus on yourself. Become what you're calling in, right? Because maybe you do still need to do some healing or deal with some subconscious stuff that, you might not realize is still there. Right, why is the Five of Wands here? Because again, it's a card of conflict. Three of Cups. Some of you could be mending friendships at this time, right? Because we do have the Three of Cups being here in Temperance. Now, there's two things I will say about this. Maybe you have been lately up in competition in your mind with others. Okay, Five of Wands again is mental conflict, or it can be, of course, external. So I'll let you guys apply it. I'm going to speak about it in two ways. If it's internal conflict, again, Three of Cups coming through and the Temperance card is really about you learning that you don't need to I see you stuck on a hamster wheel a little bit. That you're doing the work. Or maybe what it's happening is that you're trying to push so hard that you're tiring yourself out, or you're competing with others. I just feel like there's this frustration. I almost see like steam coming out your ears where your brain is just working on, overdrive. Three of Cups and Temperance speaks of you to slow down. It speaks of you to slow down. And it also speaks of you to start focusing again on gratitude and your small wins in life, right? Every moment should be celebratory, not just the big ones in life. And I feel like that's what they want you to start focusing a bit more on, because I feel like from that, you're going to find whatever it is that you're searching for. Because a Five of Wands almost looks like to me either a jumble of ideas, and it's like, I don't know, I just feel like there's too much going on up here if it's internal. It's creating a lot of chaos within you. So again, Temperance asks everything in moderation, right? Just slow yourself down so that you can balance yourself. Be patient with your journey. And again, Three of Cups, bring some joy into it as well. Now, if it's external and it is about conflict with others, Temperance speaks of reconciliation. It speaks of bringing harmony. And the Three of Cups can be to do with friendships, or again, it is also another card about reunion. So it is this energy that whatever has been in conflict, I do see that it's balancing itself out. And Justice being here on the bottom of the deck also kind of explains that. So is there anything else I want to dive? I keep wanting to change the cameras. Is there anything else I want to dive into? I kind of feel like that's what I want to keep it at. Yeah, co-create, just coming out with the Hermit, is again about deep like reflection coming up for you this week. Get clear what you want. You don't need to take action in this week. I don't actually see that for you. It is about clarity and embodiment. And I'm going to just leave it at that because I think it's so important for you guys during this week. All right, my angels. So that's what I'm going to love you and leave you with. I hope this reading has made sense to someone out there. And if it did, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you've not already. But aside from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.